He's gone. Now for his money.
The only thing about me ain't in my bank book.
No, Grandad. There's the house as well.
Well, I think you're a sick old man. Come on, get out of there.
It's my Christmas present to myself. I got a whole set of Hopkins and Thurgood. There's a scratch on lid.
I'll put it on and screw it down in a minute. Come on, out. Oh, Pete.
Come on, Grandad, cop hold.
Just trying it for size. I'm going to spend a long time in there. I want to make sure it's right.
It won't matter to you by then.
How do you know?
One thing I do know is that Kathy's going to be here in a minute, and I don't want her upset by saying that thing.
It was only a box.
Yeah, similar to the one they put her husband in 6 months ago.
Come on, I'll give you an hand with it into the barn.
Trouble with you kids is you will not accept that death is a part of everyday life.
Come on.
Damn. Oh. Hey, just calm down, will you? Sorry, I couldn't hit the side of a barn today, could I? Yeah, I'm not surprised banging and lurching about like that. Come on. She still wants to be with him. No wonder he was hanging around on our wedding day. You really are off target. Am I? Wasn't your wife coming back having had a cup of tea with her ex-husband, having changed her clothes while he stood and watched the floor show? Don't be so childish. Oh, you think it's usual, do you? She explained it. I've no doubt whose company she prefers nowadays. Yeah, well, I'm not altogether surprised. Well, you're not exactly brimming over with trust, are you? Just how far do you intend to take this paranoia? Oh, it's all my fault, is it? She's explained it. Yeah, excuses. That you didn't or wouldn't accept. What she said to me was this. There was Joe, the details are unimportant. The fact is that she's offered you reasons and you don't trust her. You think it's normal, do you? A way of playing around with your ex-husband? She's been with David for a long time, Joe. They've got 2 children in common. And you can't expect her not to have some feeling for him. Oh, great. Well, what do you want her to do? Hate him? Treat him like the scum of the earth? And what good is that going to do Mark and Rachel? Oh, I see. She's doing this for the kids' sake, is she? Look, Joe, don't you think that behaving like this, you're playing right into David's hands? Yeah, probably yes. Yeah. Look, back off her, Joe. Stop pushing. Stop trying to rush her into motherhood again. Give her a bit of elbow room, otherwise you're just going to drive her straight back to him. Are you going to behave yourself now? Or am I going to have to give you a thrashing? You're in whose army? I've done it before. I was still in short pants in those days.
What's wrong with Vex too? Oh, Joe and Jack and Adele.
Don't worry, baby.
Oh, come on, give us a here. Stop fussing.
Oh, Mark.
Come on. Yeah.
I think Joe would probably rather be firing at me right now. Don't be silly.
Well, we're not getting on too well, as you might have noticed.
Perhaps if you weren't seeing so much of Dad, you'd get on better.
It's Boxing Day, right? Kathy has come here to relax. She doesn't want to see your coughing.
Well, move down, huh?
I don't want her upset, right?
Got you, lad. Leave it to me.
Hi, Kat. Happy Christmas.
You too. Hiya.
Hello, Kathy. Look, you know, I'm right glad to see you. Probably Lil'll put kettle on now. And not to worry. I've hidden it in barn out of sight.
What?
You know, coughing.
Haven't you got something to do, Grandad?
No, lass.
Yes, you have.
Victor.
Come on.
What was all that about? Oh, don't ask.
Sorry about that. Could have strangled him.
What's all this about hiding coffins? Has he started body snatching?
He bought himself one for Christmas.
What? No, it's all right for you to laugh. You don't have to live with him. Damn thing was in here until an hour ago. We were meant to be trying to avoid this conversation. Sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I've been thinking about it all Christmas anyway. You know, I remember distinctly when Joe came and told me about Jackie. Looking at the dust on top of the TV and thinking, I must dust that. I can remember everything about that day. Hear every word.
Yeah. I can.
Look, you two, I said I'd pop round and see a mate of mine, go out and take the dog out and get a few rabbits, yeah? Don't mind, do you?
No, go on.
I'm sorry.
What for?
Well, the doom and gloom.
Don't be daft, Kath. See ya.
There are things I remember about that night.
Oh?
The night it happened, Pete said he was in Houghton at the Tandoori with some mates.
And?
Well, I bumped into Phil, one of his mates, a few days ago. He asked me when they were going to see Pete again. They hadn't seen him in months.
Perhaps Pete was with a different mate.
Nah. I asked him that night who he'd been out with. And he said Ray's wife, and Phil.
Mr. Wilkes. Ah, Amos. Have a good Christmas.
It were grand, you?
Aye, put on about a stone.
Oh, me too. We ate all them mince pies I said we would. It's funny, though.
What?
It's not the same watching Queen's message to Commonwealth on someone else's telly.
No.
Especially on our Ezra's set. His green guns up the spout. Her Majesty looked more like somewhat off of Star Trek. Seasonal felicitations, Seth.
Shut up, Amos. I'm trying to learn this.
Why?
What read-through this afternoon?
Oh, very droll. How far have you got?
You are free to go wherever you wish in my house, Mr. Harker. But should you hear strange noises, please ignore them. The castle is old, and like all old buildings, she talks to herself.
Heck.
Here, test me. Pick a page, any page.
You know it all.
Ah.
Well done, Seth.
Considering man can hardly read, it's a miracle.
Pity he's learnt Joe Sugden's part, though, isn't it?
It's a shame to waste all that effort. Just what I needed is that.
Is it?
The job's yours.
By gum, Amos, I take everything back I've ever said about you.
You can be Joe's understudy.
Understudy?
Aye. If Joe drops dead on opening night, you're on. Oh, and it's home, not house. You are free to go wherever you like in my home. But well done indeed, Seth, and thank you very much.
How's it going? Is it all under control, love?
Yep, they'll be ready in 20 minutes.
Oh, great.
Excuse me.
Is a live wire, that one?
Yeah. I love the intensity with which they do everything at this age. 110% commitment.
Funny word, that. Commitment. I'm not judging and I'm not taking sides. You're both old enough to look after yourselves, but...
But you can't help but have an opinion. He's your son and we're both living under your roof.
Joe's a baby when it comes to marriage. Christine walked out on him after only 6 weeks.
I know, Annie.
And everything was all set with a girl called Ruth, and that came crashing down.
I do know about him, yeah.
I'm sure you know about him. Is it any wonder he's so insecure? Have you really picked a good time to make friends with your ex-husband?
Look, I'm not planning to walk out on him. He's just got to let me have a bit more breathing space, that's all.
As long as you can convince him that breathing space is all you're after.
Nice healthy lunch for everyone today.
I don't think I'll have it, love. I'm just going to take Saint out for a quick ride, all right?
Oh, well, more rissoles for the rest of us. Do rissoles freeze?
Ask an Eskimo.
How can you be sure?
I know.
I mean, Pete's a bit flirty. Everybody knows that. Are you positive?
Oh, yeah. You start to add up all the funny little things and they suddenly make sense. It shows in a million different ways, Kath. Changing his shirt, shaving twice a day, strange perfume. You just know. You can't say why or how. You just know it's true. The night Jackie died, Pete stank of perfume. He told me he got it off Ray's wife. Said she was sloshed all over the place. He was having to fend her off. He was with someone. I don't know who. He wasn't exactly fending her off either. I keep thinking, who is she? Do I know her? Do I talk to her in the street? Do I drink with her in the pub? I keep looking at women, girls, wondering, asking myself, trying to stop.
What are you going to do?
What can I do? I've got a baby on the way. I've got too much to lose to do anything. Sort of fella Pete is. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I suppose I should count myself lucky, really.
Why?
Because he's over it. And he's still here. That's something, isn't it?
Oh, that doesn't sound like you, Lynn.
Oh, yes, it does. It is me. It's me with a baby to think about. He's back. Don't say anything. Kath.
What?
Don't think too badly of me.
Hi.
Hi, love. Good walk.
Yeah. Bagged a couple of bunnies up at Ted Sharp's place. Good natter?
Yeah, very.
Right. I'll get myself a beer.
What are you doing here?
Are you going to run me off then, Mrs. Sugden?
Well, it is Emmerdale land.
Did you get into trouble for breaking curfew last night?
No.
Oh, well, Joe's a reasonable sort of chap, isn't he?
He is and he isn't. He put that dress on the fire. Sorry.
Right, I mean, that's a really mature way of sorting out your problems.
Do you know, I really think you're beginning to enjoy all this, aren't you, David?
Oh, what? So you are in trouble?
Nothing I can't handle.
I've told him I'm going to get you back.
I'd rather you weren't around, frankly, David.
You want me to move away?
I don't know. But when I do decide, it won't be because Joe has made the decision for me.
Come and eat, Joe. Vegetable rissoles, carrots baked in orange sauce, green salad, and baked potatoes.
Great. Any cold turkey, Ma?
In the fridge. Is Jack on his way?
Having a drink at the pub. Where's Kate?
She went out on Saint about an hour ago.
Saint's in the yard. Bit of a state and all.
She's not been back in the house since.
Another rissole?
No, thank you. One's plenty.
Oh, well. It looks like it's me and you then.
They said I'd find you.
They were right then.
Come to do a bit of bartering with you.
Oh, aye.
Well, I've got something you want, and you've got something I need.
I know riddles are traditional at Christmas, but I've not got time nor inclination.
Right, I'll come to the point then.
I wish you would.
Got a coffin you can borrow.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Bill. However, what do you want in return?
You're free to wander around my home as you wish, Mr. Harker. But should you hear any strange noises, ignore them. I've learnt it all.
Oh?
Aye. Can't be reading on strip, can I, on night?
What night?
When it's performing, doing Dracula.
What makes you think you're going to be doing Dracula?
You want me coffin, don't you?
I'd rather do without a coffin than compromise my play, Bill Whiteley. I can barely understand you, and I wrote it. By the time you'd finished stammering and stuttering your way through part, audience would be totally mystified as to what were going on. I'm sorry.
Do I take that as a no?
Well done.
You can't have me coffin, then.
Hi, Howard. Oh, well. What a surprise. I won't say a pleasant surprise.
Where is she?
Who?
Oh, you know damn well who.
Oh, I see. You've misplaced your wife. You know what? You ought to get her fitted one of those electronic tagging devices. Well, you could really indulge your paranoia then.
Sick of your smart comments.
Oh, dear.
And I'm sick of you trying to wreck my marriage.
Oh, yeah, don't have to try that hard. You're doing pretty well on your own.
Well, is she here?
Suspicion, jealousy, burning addresses. Oh, it's a great start to your married life, Belle.
How do you know about the dress?
How do you think I know? She's going to love it when I tell her you came round here looking for her. Go home, Joe. And be very careful, because next time I won't be so gentle with you.
She goes
1,
up
2,
there.
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, my God. Oh, dear, you'll have to
You
do
go.
it.
Go on, you do a second go for it. You go.
No, it's
Oh, hello,
better.
Joe. Come on in.
I'm not stopping. I'm looking for Kate. You seen her?
Oh, yes, she's here. Come through. I'm going to put the kettle on. I'm thinking of having a fancy dress party on New Year's Eve.
1, 2.
Sounds all right.
Yeah, it's ages since I had a party. People can use stuff from the play. I'll go and put the kettle on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more.
Been looking for you.
I needed a break.
It's practically 3 in the afternoon. We've hardly spoke to each other. A break over. We're going home.
Dolly's making some tea.
All right.
2. You go.
Are you off somewhere?
Yeah, we're off to the read-through of Amos's play.
Oh, that's nice. What are you playing?
I'm playing a maid. She gets turned into a vampire. Mum's playing Lucy. She's a vampire too.
And I'm doing the music, and Dad's doing the props.
Tell me, Mark, do you think that Kylie Minogue has quite the right atmosphere for a gothic horror?
Rachel, you know full well I don't listen to Kylie Minogue.
Oh, yeah? Mark, I think you better take the dog out.
Oh, Rachel.
It is your turn. I took it out this morning.
This little one should be in the play. She's got fangs like a vampire. Come on, look, it's here.
Lucy!
Yeah.
Lucy, that's a nice name. Is that my slipper?
Oh, good, you remembered.
Remembered what?
Well, the play was supposed to be there at 4.
Oh, great.
Stick with part of attendant, Bill. You can't do much damage with one line.
Where do you want me to sit, Amos?
Anywhere you like, Seth.
Right.
Don't make any difference where you sit, you've naught to say.
No? What do you think that is then? Transylvanian miss?
I need you to. I've got some jackets for you to try on.
What about the costume for Dracula?
Joe's playing Dracula.
Ah, but I'm understudying Joe now. If he's indisposed, I take over.
Well, I'll deal with you first, Bill.
Right.
Well, before we get started, I've got an announcement to make.
Doesn't show.
Thanks very much, Pete. What I was going to say is that I'm going to have a fancy dress party on New Year's Eve, and everyone's invited.
New Year's Eve? Well, that's our big night in pub.
Oh, sorry, Amos. Well, you and Henry are invited, of course. Shut up shop for the night.
Can we please concentrate on business in hand? I'd like to do a read-through at play once we get a full cast assembled. Oh. Are Joe and Kate with you?
Well, they're outside
Oh,
somewhere.
Mark, do us a favour and hurry 'em up.
Now's not quite the right time, Amos.
Oh?
No, I don't think there's much chance of them getting here tonight.
Do you want me to read part, Amos?
No, we'll give 'em a minute or two.
Be a better production with a decent coffin.
So are we going to walk around the village all night, or are we going to go in?
I want to know what's going on. Where were you today?
I've told you. I went riding and I went to see Dolly.
And I went to see David. And he knew all about the dress. So between last night, when I threw it on the fire, and this afternoon, someone told him. It certainly wasn't me.
I saw David, and I told him about the dress.
Well, where did you see him? And when did you arrange all this?
Oh, for crying out loud, Joe, I didn't arrange anything. It was just a chance meeting.
Well, why didn't you tell me about it? I mean, why leave the horse in the stable and go running off? You must have known I'd go looking for you.
Well, I didn't know you were going to go looking for me in David's flat, did I?
Christmas Day, you were stripping off in it. God knows what you had planned for Boxing Day.
Why do you have to be so suspicious? Why do you have to keep following me everywhere? Oh, damn it. So what happened with David?
Nothing much. Felt pretty stupid, that's all.
Why can't you trust me?
I want to, but you make it very difficult.
So what have I got to do?
Stop seeing him.
It's ridiculous.
I don't care. That's what I want.
What a terrible night to be on the road. Is it much further to the castle?
Well, go on.
I can't. It's the coachman's turn.
That's Dracula.
Any sign of Joe and Kate?
No.
Looks like understudy left to step in.
Oh, go on then. Give him his cue again, Pete.
Right. Is it much further to the castle?
No, sir. It is not much more than a league and a half.
Amos, I'm working it.
At last.
Sorry, Amos, but me and Kate think it might be better we dropped out.
Well, what will I do?
Couldn't Kathy play my part?
Well, she's only here as observer. There's Rachel, I suppose.
But they are.
Then who plays Minna? No, it's no good. You're going to have to stick it out.
Think about the play as much as ourselves.
Well, so am I. If you don't do it, Joe, Seth will have to.
Seth?
Aye, I promised him he could understudy. Never dream he'd get anywhere near a stage.
Oh.
Oh, please. Please, just till I've had a chance to think recasting through. Right, come and join other artistes then.
Hello, Joe. Dear, I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you.
We're on page 56, Mum. Oh, I didn't think you were going to get here.
Oh, God.
Can we continue?
This is very tactful, isn't it, Dad?
What a terrible night to be on the road.
You know what? Come in here.
I'm doing the props and the scenery. I've got as much right to be here as anybody.
You know what I'm talking about, Dad.
Look, I'm not giving in now. Not when I'm this close.
I promise, my...